Hi everyone, so I don't know if you can tell by the apparent redness of my face, but I've just completed day two. Woo! um, I found it, I think yesterday, because I have done it quite a lot in the past. And in the past, when I've been doing the 30-day shred, I really struggled. Like, I remember the first time that I did it, I found it so difficult. Um, Today, I didn't find it so difficult. There was parts of me that were thinking, I think because I've been through it all before, is this going to work now because I've already done it in the past and maybe my body's just got used to it. Or, I mean, there was points where I felt really worn out, but so I made myself at the end do a 10-minute Pilates solution. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the DVD, but it's basically 10-minute sets of Pilates. And I think towards the end of when I was doing it before I went away for the last time, I started to get quite used to, I went through the 30-day shred and then I went on to the ripped in 30 and I started to get quite used to it. So I thought, okay, I'll introduce another 10 minutes just to finish me off and make sure that I'm completely worn out of this 10-minute solution. I think I only did it for maybe like 3 weeks before I actually went away. So I thought, okay, great, I'm gonna start introducing that now because one of my biggest problems is that I mentioned in my last video that have I lost 5 stone when I was 14. I'm actually 21 now. So it was quite a long time ago, but one thing that I would warn every single person about is that when you lose a lot of weight, you end up with a lot of saggy areas. And for me, it's been possible to kind of tone some of that up, and from certain parts of me, it's just been impossible. Now, the one thing that I can tell you that 30-day shred will do for you is kind of help you get rid of that. I mean, I didn't persist with it long enough to see the full result. I think if I would have lost a bit more weight, then I would have potentially seen the end to this saggy skin on my stomach. But I think really if I carry on with it this time, I've seen what it can do, I've seen the difference that it makes, and it really genuinely does. So, I mean, the only way I can describe the skin on my stomach, I'm quite insecure about it. So, maybe after I've lost a bit of weight, I will post some before and after pictures. But the only way I can describe it is, similar to what I've seen on like my auntie when she had a child. Kind of this, when you lose a lot of weight in a short period of time, you get this very saggy skin. And I've been told by so many people, like health professionals, personal trainers, that it's impossible to get rid of it. And I kind of refuse to believe that. Like, I'm always going to persist in trying to do it. People have told me, oh, you need to get a tummy tuck. But I think doing the 30-day shred for more than 30 days, I've definitely seen a complete difference in the skin there. And there's part of me that thinks that I've still got quite a lot of fat in that area. I do tend to carry weight on my stomach. And I think that certainly if I lose a bit of weight off my stomach, then that should tone up. I'm 21 years old, there's no reason why that skin can't tighten back up again. And I've already seen it kind of happening, because up until that point where I started to do this exercise, I really didn't believe it. So yeah, that's one of my reasons for kind of like investing a lot of time into this, is because I'd say less so the weight, but more so the insecurity of the skin. It makes it really important for me to kind of like try and keep in shape, because that's obviously something that I'm quite insecure about. So I try and make sure that everything else is looking okay. But yeah, I think for a lot of people that probably maybe like me, lost a lot of weight when they were younger, or just lost a lot of weight in general, I would say definitely recommend any of the Jillian Michaels exercises, because they really do. They not only burn fat, but they also tone up whilst they're doing it. One of the problems when I lost all the weight was that I was walking all the time, but I didn't focus any of my attention onto my stomach. Unfortunately, due to genes, that tends to be where all my weight tends to go. So yeah, I just want whoever's having doubts and whoever's thinking, oh, I don't know if I'm going to carry on with this, to really think about that. If you're someone that's just been pregnant and wants to tone up that area, then go for it. Seriously, I've really seen a difference in it. At the moment, I'm kind of back to square one, but that's because I didn't persist, and I should have persisted with it. But yeah, I'm feeling kind of good after the second day. I feel like I was really good today with my eating as well. I had a bowl of soup in work, like low calorie soup in work, and I had some salad when I got home. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm pretty proud of myself for carrying on, even though I felt kind of tired. I thought, if I'm thinking that maybe I'm not as exasperated as I should be, then maybe I should push on, maybe do another 10 minutes. Just, it's not going to do me any harm. And I'm kind of proud of myself for doing that, for pushing myself again. Obstacles this week with losing weight might be that Friday night we're going to go for a meal, but this is kind of mine and my friends' reward to ourselves, because we're all kind of trying to lose a lot of weight at the moment. We've all been a bit excessive over the last couple of months. We've been going out for meals, we're in Italy. The culture here, by the way, is to go out, after work, have a few drinks, and they have aperitivo, which is kind of like tapas, and in Spain, where they just have a buffet full of food, and you can go up and get as many plates as you want. So you can imagine how that goes for me. So yeah, we've all been a bit overindulgent, and we're trying to encourage each other. The way that we're doing that is, instead of going out on Saturday night to a club and drinking a lot beforehand and then drinking when we're out, we're just gonna go for a meal, but order something healthy off the menu and allow that to be kind of the reward for ourselves, because in a restaurant they're always gonna douse olive oil all over everything. But I think it's a little bit better than drinking so much that we can't see and then inevitably getting home and eating a lot of food. So yeah, yes, I'm rewarding myself with food, but maybe a nice salad or some fish or something like that. But it's just a nice opportunity to get out, and because I know there's nothing more miserable when someone says to you when you're on a diet, oh, you can't go out and drink with your friends, drinking is bad. I just think, well, to be honest, my thing is socialising. I really like to go out with my friends. A lot of my friends drink. The culture over here is to have a glass of wine. But maybe you can cut that back to a vodka and Diet Coke or something. But I don't want to have to change my lifestyle, because change it, in a good way, and trying to cut down on things and trying to kind of avoid bad things and avoid the excessiveness. But I don't want to have to stop doing the things that I enjoy, because that's just, the minute that you stop doing things that you enjoy is the minute that the workout just kind of has no meaning to you. I met a guy last year actually, and he said to me he'd lost a lot more weight than me. I think he lost something like 15 stone, and I met him in a Slim and World class. And he said to me one of the biggest things now is that he lost all of that weight, and he's kind of trying to lose the last couple of pounds. And he said one of the biggest things that he realised when he lost all the weight was, and the hardest things for him to kind of get used to, was that with losing all the weight came confidence. With confidence came more friends. With more friends came more nights out and more opportunities for you to drink and eat and and go out for meals and eat all the bad food. And so he said he kind of got waylaid for a year or so, kind of beginning to put weight back on and then losing it again, and not really kind of maintaining his weight. And he said one of the biggest reasons for that was because his confidence went up so much. He met so many people, and I just said to him, well, my only advice to you there is, I said, I lost the weight before that social aspect really started for me. But that's a huge part of my life. And one of the novelties of when you lose all this weight and you feel so proud of yourself is to go out and enjoy it and not punish yourself. and not get obsessive. It is a difficult struggle when you lose weight to keep it off, and I'd say for me it took me about 2 years for me to just eat like a normal person and not have to worry about putting on, something like 4 pounds a week if I just ate like a normal person, because I cut down my calories so much. So yeah, it takes a lot of persistence, but I'd definitely say the most important thing is to try and find healthy alternatives, to um, to maybe the more excessive things that you do in your life. Try and find a group of friends that are kind of in a similar place and are looking to kind of turn their lives around as well, and try and keep away from the people that maybe don't want to see you be successful, because they do exist. So yeah, it's just a little bit of handy tips and advice from a girl that lost a bit of weight a couple of years ago. But yeah, you know, I hope that's good advice for everyone, because I know it's such a hard thing to get your head around, and sometimes you need someone to be around you that's kind of understands what you're doing and really encourages it. Because so many people want to tell you, oh, you don't need to lose any more weight, and only you know that, only you know that. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go and maybe catch some sleep before work tomorrow. But I wish you all good luck on your journey once again, and I hope you're all doing okay. If anyone wants to post some video responses or maybe a comment, that'd be really great and really encouraging. And it'd be nice to get a little network going. So great. Thanks a lot, everyone.